Hello guys, finally we're here after a long hiatus kind of deal because I had been very busy because college started back up and well, for the first time, but anyway, we are here finally to get All-Star Weekend going once again, this time for the Mopar Nationwide Series All-Star Showcase, the debut of the new name for Season 3 here in the Mopar Nationwide Series. We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, a better one. It's actually a Lowe's track, but this is a lot better than what we had in the open. I do apologize if you were in that race and it was not that great. Honestly, it wasn't. But this race will definitely be better. It's one of my tracks I used to use and should have used to begin with, but going to fix that now and see what happens. Now, you're probably wondering why I don't have the field in view right now. I'll have it on the pit road. Well, even at the pit box, they're wrong as well, but the thing is, I do not want to reveal the starting lineup yet, because that's the big reason why this took so long, was having to get the right things for the grid, because I was doing something a little bit different today. And I'll let you know now, the grid is about almost 10 minutes long. It's optional if you guys want to watch it or not, but that's how it's going to determine the grid. Now, the bottom three I didn't do anything special for because they were the transfers and the fan vote, which was James McLeod, the fan vote, and then the two transfers were Justin Williams and Joshua Osborne. By the way, congrats to you three for making it into the All-Star race, or the showcase, I should say. But there's not going to be anything special. We'll start with whoever is the last driver that qualified in, and they'll be the first one of those, ahead of those three other drivers. That'll be the first one of the grid, and it'll start going backwards to the front in the order. But anyway, we're getting ready to go racing here. It's going to be 40 laps, just one straight up segment, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be a 40 lap shootout here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, or I guess technically Lowe's Motor Speedway today. But anyway, no more delays. I'll let you guys enjoy this video of the starting lineup. So thanks, and I will see you guys after the grid. And this is your starting lineup for the Season 3 Mopar Nationwide Series All-Star Showcase. But Barney Ward, who had been looking for so much opportunities to win in this series, is finally going to get his chance. He's going to do it in a dominating fashion. He's going to lead every lap here today at Phoenix, aka Tweenix International Raceway. And Barney Ward is finally going to go to victory lane in the Mopar Nationwide Series. He takes the Dollar General 200 here at Phoenix. He's almost there. He doesn't have them quite cleared. He might be set up for a photo finish here. Williams going to use the high side. Johnson on the bottom. He's actually going to use the slide job. He couldn't do it. They're going to drag race to the line. Williams, Johnson coming down to the stripe. It's going to be Aaron Williams winning here at Auto Club. I don't know if they pinned it again or they got enough fuel, but he might have saved it towards the back. And Williams trying to stretch it around to the finish line. Jack Richards, Richard Johnson, no Josh Mudd, no longer have anything for him. And out of nowhere, through pit strategy, Aaron Williams Jr. is going to come down and pick up the win. His first win of the season. He wins here at Atlanta and wins the Nicorette 300. How about that? Actually, that's his second win, I should say, of the season. Ooh, no. Causey got hung up behind him. Oh, it's going to cause a wreck. No. Oh, Jack Richards going to get under Causey. Oh, no. Seth Cole's going to have a lot of enemies after this race. Only less than a lap, about 2 corners to go. For Jack Richards going to come around. Did not win a race last season at all in the 04 car. That's driven by Zach Carlson now. But Jack Richards going to pull into victory lane only in the second race of the season. Jack Richards wins the Baja Supermarket 200. Checker flag, since we're right here. Jack Richards is going to come off the corner and follow the pace car under caution to the line. And Jack Richards is going to pick up his second win of the season. He wins the Virginia 529 College Savings 250. Brody Mantis is still trying to pass Kyle Sosnowski, but they're going to race too hard for second. They won't be able to catch that 99 car. Coming off the final corner, Xavier Livingston goes into Texas, dominates, yeehaw, and he wins here at Texas. He takes the O'Reilly Challenge, his first career Mopar Nationwide Series victory. It's about Jake Rogers, the 81 Dodge. Saw a good chance. He's been getting some good runs lately. And Jake Rogers finally going to finish the deal. Jake Rogers is your winner of the Road America 200 here at Road America. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's lap 38-38. The pace car lights are still on. The white flag has already been taken for Danny Wells. So all he has to do is drive around and make it to the start-finish line. And Danny Wells will pick up his first ever Mopar Nationwide Series victory. That win that's gotten taken away from him so many times this season. Chicagoland, he got it taken away. New Hampshire, he got it taken away. Probably a couple other places, but the circumstances caused him not to win. But there's no circumstances for him not to win today. Danny Wells, under the yellow flag today, will come to the line here at Dover. He will sweep the weekend, the Mountain Race Series and Mopar Nationwide Series, and win the RoadLoans.com 200. His first career win here in the Mopar Nationwide Series. Danny Wells is your winner. He has a fender to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line, but he does not have the run. Michael Causey is your winner here. He takes the Ford 300. And Danny Wells will finish 8th place. Danny Wells is officially your Season 2 Mopar Nationwide Series champion. The battle for the lead is still on, and Michael Causey caught back up because he slowed up because they saw the 30 car stopped on the track. Side by side at the line again. It was London again, about the same differential. Look at Causey, making it 3 wide for the lead. Michael Causey goes 3 wide. Oh my God, look out. What a move by Michael Causey. I don't think London or Carlson expected that. London is going to clear Carlson for second, but does he have time to run down Michael Causey, who just made one of the moves of the season, I believe, for that lead? He drove it in there hard. They both did. Carlson and London, they slid up. Red Bell's there, but none of them will be able to catch Michael Causey, who's going to pick up his second win of the season. Michael Causey wins here at Kansas. He takes the Kansas Lottery 300. Gonzalez has one last chance to dart under the 09. Coming off the final corners in 3 and 4. Gonzalez has a run. He has a fender to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line, but he does not have the run. Michael Causey is your winner here. He takes the Ford 300. Really going to cost him. Joshua Mudd might have this race in the bag. Does Luke Walker have anything for him as they go 3 wide back there for third? Luke Walker's peeking under. Joshua Mudd, does he have the run? No, he doesn't. Coming out of turn 4 onto the French waiver straightaway. Joshua Mudd will take the Samtown 300. He wins for the first time in his career here in the Mopar Nationwide Series. Carpenter's trying to run hard back there in the 30s. He's way up the track. It doesn't look like Trent has anything for Charles Jackson to tell off turn 3 and 4 for the final time. The win surprisingly goes to Charles Jackson, the 16 team, as he wins the Kroger 250 here at Memphis. Right place, the right time. He's going to come down here, and the checker flag is in the air, and the returning Ryan Juke in the rental wrapped hefty Toyota Camry is going to take the win and wins here at Kansas to take the yellow transportation 300. Turn 3 and 4 for the final time. It will not be enough for Coach College. Ethan Amell is going to come down and change the lady in black. Ethan Amell wins here at Darlington. Coming to the line, and it looks like, here we go, the checker flag is displayed, and Sean Henley will take the Nashville 300 here at the Nashville Super Speedway. His first career win, and only his 8th start. Sean Henley actually pulls away. Sean Henley's going to start from the pole and go wire to wire and win here at Darlington. He takes the Diamond Hills Hollywood 200. And he is looking like he's going to get the win. But here comes Zach Carlson. Zach Carlson back to the inside of Joey Dawson. He made the bottom work. Zach Carlson is going to come around. He's going to take the win back. He wins the Ford 300. And Dylan Poteet is going to be your inaugural Mopar Nationwide Series champion, finishing 15th. Dylan Poteet has a huge lead. There's Xavier Livingston trying to run him down, but there's not much he can do when he's 1.6 seconds back. Dylan's going to try to come around and cruise around. And Dylan Poteet's going to come off the final corner and take advantage of other drivers' issues. And Dylan Poteet's going to come out of nowhere and win at Nashville Super Speedway. He takes the Federated Auto Parts 300. Car 1, 42nd in points, running first. James Qualls, 5th in the standings, trying to get a win. He dives under, he just doesn't have to run. It might be finally time for Steven Gonzalez to get that victory. 0 for 85, make it 1 for 86. Or 5, whatever. Steven Gonzalez is going to come to the line, and Steven Gonzalez has finally won. He wins the Trent Dunham 300 here at Bristol. I think Banter's really going to mess his chance up at catching Steven Gonzalez. And after going winless for the longest time ever in both the Mopar Nationwide Series and Mountain Race Series, Steven Gonzalez is going to make it 2 wins this season in the Mopar Nationwide Series. He's going to win here in Texas and take your Rally Auto Parts 300. The most frustrating series he's in, where he has no luck. It's the most difficult and disappointing series on his career, I guess you could say. But maybe this will help out that statement. Trent Dunham's going to come out the final corner. He's going to take his first career win. He wins the Mopar Nationwide Series race here at Phoenix. He takes the Y-Paul 200. His first career Mopar Nationwide Series victory belongs to Trent Dunham. Race. Charles Jackson's doing all he can on the bottom. But can he hang on? They're coming to the line. It's going to be a photo finish at the stripe. It's going to be Dylan Young. And a photo finish wins here at Daytona. James Qualls to the inside. Does anybody have a run for the 2 car? He's going to block him. He's going all the way to the bottom. Qualls is on his back bumper, with Alex Jones on his back bumper. Who will it be? Luke Walker, James Qualls, Alex Jones coming to the line. Here comes James Qualls to the inside of Luke Walker. It's going to be a drag race to the line. It's going to be Luke Walker wins. Luke Walker, he pulls to the inside of Dylan Young. He has help from Barney Ward. Dylan Young has no help on the high side. Luke Walker in the number 2 has the lead. And Barney Ward had to back off, I guess. I don't know why, but he did. Dylan Young trying to fight back hard on the outside. Luke Walker has the lead. Dylan Young, he has a run. He has help from Sean Henley. There he comes to the stripe, and it looks like the 54 is not going to have a run. He's coming to the stripe and winning the next Christopher Play races, keeping his 3-5. Luke Walker in the 2 wins the Aaron 312 here at Talladega. Collard. He has a miracle with Aaron Williams, who is actually closing the gap. Will he have enough time to catch him? Collard has to drive smooth. They're telling him to drive cool, but here comes Aaron Williams. Collard slipped up the racetrack. Here comes Aaron Williams. He's going to be the inside. They're going to be at the line. He clocked him, and Joshua Collard wins the STP 300. Seth Cole is all over her for the lead. Are they going to wreck? Yes, they do. Huge crash. This would be the end of the race. Big wreck in the back. Seth Cole to the inside of Will Livingston. Can Seth Cole do something that he did for me? Help me get my first win. No, I'm just kidding. But Seth Cole, he is taking the lead. And Seth Cole is going, he's going to have it. Here comes Sean Henley, the drag race to the line. Seth Cole is going to take the yellow flag, and Seth Cole is going to get his first win. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's one big reason it took forever. That'll be the same deal with the Cup Series probably as well, but that's the starting grid. Something different I've never done before, and that was a handful. So yeah, hopefully it comes out pretty well when I upload this. And yeah, there's your lineup. Seth Cole and Joshua Collard on the front row, and I'm going to go ahead and talk while they're getting the command since we basically did everything else.
Just like I told the employees in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car.
The field robot.
All the guys,
reversing.
everybody carrying the weight.
There goes pace car. These drivers are going to be hungry to win this. Like I said, 40 laps.
So just keep an eye on that.
Seth and Joshua are on the front row. Got a lot of drivers hungry to win. All these cool looking paint schemes you'll see for the first time. And welcome back for one race only. That is the 94 here. That is Dylan Pote, who didn't even get to show you the car. Season 1 champion and a winner last season at Nashville. Only reason he's in this race because he's eligible, so kind of how it goes. Just for this race, he's driving a McDonald's sponsored Dodge Challenger today. But for everybody else, what was going to happen today, we will find out as the green flag is up for 40 laps around Charlotte. And we are racing here, and the All-Star Showcase is underway. And what these drivers don't want to happen is getting a wreck right at the beginning of this race, because that would just take them out, obviously. But it's a long race. As this field already spreading out, Dylan Young's about to get kicked up to the hot side. Steven Gonzalez is in the middle now, not where you want to be. No man's land, as Seth Cole gets the advantage over Joshua Collard. Luke Walker trying to push him with Trenton Dunham in the Pepsi machine for the All-Star race right there with Dylan Pote. Fourth car on the inside, and Collard hits the wall a little bit. Dylan Young way out of the groove. Wow. Oh, he's going to cause a wreck. Wow, Ryan Juke knocked off the door of Barney Ward. Also want to point out, with Barney Ward being on the subject at the moment, this is Barney Ward's final race. He's going to be replaced by Cole Dowley, who will be back in the series. Barney is leaving the NR community. We wish him luck in whatever he chooses to do, and he's always welcome back here with us. So Barney will try to go out with a bang and win. Even though he's done that. Oh, Jake Rogers. Oh, I hate when this happens. He's on the apron. This is bad. Oh, Ryan Juke gonna be in a really bad spot. Oh, Ryan Juke hard in the wall. Keep it going. They don't wreck. Surprisingly, usually when you see that, usually means bad news. And we'll go back up to front. Trent Dunn's actually taking the lead. He did have a lead. Now Dylan Pote's leading in the 94. Seth Cole is right here battling for second. The 5 car back there, Danny Wells, hit the wall. And cautions are on, just to let you guys know as well, like usual in this series. Ethan Hamill's worked his way up there, or Hamill I should say. I said it again wrong. I haven't recorded in 2 weeks and I forget already. Ethan Hamill is up here battling hard for third with Trent Dunham as Pote and Cole start to pull away. Luke Walker and Michael Cosby. Right there, his teammate Sean Henley in the Pillow Pets painting this week. What a lovely looking car for Sean. I know he loves pink so much. I don't know if he does or not. But there he is, and there's Danny. Steven Gonzalez is back here in 9th, and Barney Ward is in 10th. The outside pole sitter Joshua Collard dropped back to 11th. Trent Dunham went way up the track up ahead. He's just going to lose a couple spots. Aaron Williams Jr. right here in the Tide machine. Always like ready at All-Star weekend. He's right now in 12th. Joshua Osborne, Justin Williams right next to each other. The 2 transfers drive their way in, are in 13th and 14th. Jake Rogers 15th. Xavier Livingston 16th. Dylan Young 17th. James McCall 18th. Jack Richards 19th. Joshua Mudd 20th. You got Charles Jackson and Ryan Juke. I don't think there's anybody else. That's it. That's the 22 car field. And Seth Cole is taking the lead. He is pulling away. Wow, Luke Walker is in a very, very tight spot. Dylan Pote is Ethan Hamill right below him. Oh, yikes. Getting very close. Hamill doesn't want to be in the middle. That's the worst place to be here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You can almost say that there's like a sister team. Oh, they're 4 wide. Oh, this is not going to work. Oh! Joshua Collard and Aaron Williams are on the apron. They're going to come back up on the track. Oh, and they collect Michael Cosby, and they still haven't wrecked. Wow. Caution going to be up it? No, it's not. Cosby with a lot of heavy damage to that Zest machine. And the bad luck continues for the winningest driver in the series history. 3-time winner last season. Cosby can't even get a victory this season. The car is destroyed now, and there's no caution. Collard got some side damage. Williams, I think, did as well. Actually, he looks almost fairly clean. Wow. He might have got away with it. And Dylan Pote also got away. He's still up in the front pack. As Seth Cole, the pole sitter, is still just out cruising right now in the NNSRA-sponsored Chevrolet out of Tweenix Racing. Single car operation this season. Maybe in the future more cars will be built into this Tweenix Racing organization, maybe for next season. Been rumored of a 69 car being in it, but we're not very sure. Those are just rumors. Wink, wink. And And here you see Jack Richard, or not Jack Richard, wow. I go back and watch the videos of all the former winners in these cars, and I'm thinking of him now. That's Danny Wells. And he's getting bypassed by Barney Ward, and Luke Walker's still just hanging around up here. Surprisingly, no cautions. We should have had a couple, and they didn't happen. Sean Henley falling right behind Poteet. Trent Dunham stuck in behind Danny Wells. He kind of slipped back a little bit. Ethan Hamill and Steven Gonzalez still all up here, and the top 9 are trying to break away from the rest of the field. That's just cruising right now. They keep racing so hard for second, they can't run down that 52 car. And they're 3 wide back here now at the moment. Trent got put in the sucker hole. He's not at the moment. Ooh, he's trying to go between Barney and Ethan. Going to lean off his teammate Danny Wells and gets going and gets dropped down in front of his good friend Steven Gonzalez, a 2-time winner this season. Steven, the winner obviously from Texas and Bristol this season. Trent was a winner last season in the second to last race at Phoenix. Ethan Hamill, the winner at Darlington a couple weeks ago. Sean Henley was a 2-time winner last season at Nashville and Darlington. Luke Walker swept the restricted place so far at Daytona and Talladega this season. Dylan Poteet, like I said, a former champion and winner last season at Nashville before he basically retired. Seth Cole had his one and only victory last season at Michigan that got him in here, and he got the pole, and he's been looking like the dominant car today. The 52 cars were working like 12 of 40. There's Michael Kazi. You can see how far he's off the pace. Leaders run about 28.7. Kazi ran 30.9, so he's over 2 seconds off the pace, or 3 seconds. No, 2 seconds. I was right. There's Collard, winner last season in Chicago, and right over this man, Aaron Williams Jr. They got their issues a couple laps ago. Williams, a 2-time winner this season already at California, and the field mileage strategy at Atlanta. Ryan Jute, the surprise victor at Kansas in his return. Charles Jackson, the winner at Memphis. Xavier Livingston won at the end of last season at Texas when he was driving the 99. Oh, and there's problems. Jake Rogers, Dylan Young are spinning. James McLeod as well. Oh boy, Charles Jackson got a big time piece of the wall, and the caution is out for that little spin. Okay. And that saved Michael Kazi from going a lap down. It just field kind of got single filed, but Seth Cole has a mare full of pillow pets. Sean Henley and Luke Walker are right there. He's trying to make a move. Don't think he's going to get to him in time. Probably need another lap. It's a little too late, and Seth will bring him down to the yellow flag as the race leader. Henley will be second, Luke Walker third, Danny Wells fourth, Dylan Poteet fifth, Justin Williams worked his way up to sixth, Joshua Osborne right behind him in seventh, Steven Gonzalez eighth, Ethan Hamill ninth, and Trent Dunham with some damages in 10th. We saw the spin out right there between Dylan Young and Jake Rogers, and there was James McLeod must have been a part of it as well. Ryan Juke got a lot of damage trying to avoid it from the car sliding back onto the racetrack. But we're going to take a look how that goes, and the leader is not up in the lead. Why is Seth fourth? I think they're going to be making pit stop now. Seth's actually going to fall. I don't know if that's going to hurt the top 3. I hope they don't get penalized for no reason. Seth fell back and I guess he didn't maintain his spot, and he slowed down too much, and Seth's actually going to come down pit road in the 4th position. Wow. That's a tough break. And the leaders are coming down pit road. We'll have some cameras of it. Trent has the very first pit stall at the entrance to pit road. Saw Sean and Steven them make their ways to pit road. Michael Codd, got to work on his damage, as well as Ryan Juke and Charles Jackson. Collard might have some damage. Here comes Seth down this end of pit road. Again, I don't understand what happened to the 52 under that caution if he just couldn't maintain his speed. Having that first pit stall might help him, though. There's Juke. He'll have to fix his damage, and like we already documented with Kazi, wrong place for all time. Henley beat Luke Walker off. Mudd's in, Richards in, Justin Williams. Seth's not going to win off pit road. He's going to gain one of his spots back. He's going to beat Danny Wells off. Drag race for 5th. Might go to Justin Williams over Dylan Poteet, Joshua Osborne, Jack Richards, Joshua Mudd, and Xavier Livingston raced off. McLeod, Dylan Young driving his mom's tribute car this week. There's Steven Gonzalez. He lost a lot of ground up pit road on that one car. I saw Trent Dunham was back there as well. Barney Ward. They might have some damage. Ethan Hamill. I did it again. There's Trent. But we're going back now and check the replay and see what happened right there to bring out the caution between the 12, 34, and the 64. Alright, this is near the back of the pack. About mid-pack, I should say. Dylan Young's trying to stay in front of James McLeod. Jake Rogers minding his own business on the high side of the 12. McLeod's actually going to get into the quarter panel of the Aspen Dental's Toyota. Oh, Rogers actually hit the wall, and Dylan Young already got sent up there to him. Then McLeod's going to turn Young, and then that forces Jake Rogers to spin around. They go sliding through the infield grass. McLeod continues driving on. Now, wherever Rogers is, Rogers getting in last season by winning at Road America when he was driving the 81. He slides up. He really scares Ryan Juke and Charles Jackson. Jackson, I don't think, hits the wall that much. He does a little bit. It looks like they're about the same. Juke hit it as well. There goes Williams and Collard by. But that's basically what happened there. A couple of simple stuff. We saw everything else happen live, so there's no need for the replay for them. So that's what happened there, and we'll go back now to live action, as I believe Sean Hindley will be your new race leader here in the All-Star Showcase. All right, we are back. We're going to go back to get back for the restart. Sean Hindley is your race leader now, and Seth Cole is going to be third, so that's a tough break, whatever happened to him. Everybody's still going. Michael Kazi, Jake Rogers, Dylan Young all got their damage repaired, and everybody else has hit the wall. They are still on the racetrack, so nobody's dropped out. About 2 to 3 laps will be halfway, and Hindley will lead them down to the green flag. Luke Walker second, Seth Cole is third. Danny Wells fourth. Justin Williams has worked his way up to fifth. The open winner, Dylan Poteet sixth, second in the transfer race. Joshua Osborne seventh. Jack Richards eighth. Xavier Livingston ninth, and Joshua Mudd worked way into the top 10 in the Mudd born on date Chevrolet. McLeod right there in 11th. And some of these guys that have damaged include Michael Coddy, who's already off the pace. Looks like his chances are over. We head back up to the front, though, as Sean Hindley has a mare full of Luke Walker. Walker works under him. And he has to run on the high side, though. I don't know if he's going to be able to hang on to it. Ooh, looks like he has at the moment, but Walker's hanging in there tough in that 2-car. We've seen the 2-car have strength on the super speedways this season and got him into the All-Star race to begin with. He actually was already locked in from last season winning at Auto Club when he won last season in the 66 car, but he basically shown his most recent victories in that video. So I did for everybody. If they were a winner this season and didn't show last season's victories, you know how it goes. But he slid in front of Hindley, and now Danny Wells is going under the 2-car now in that National Guard Chevrolet, looking for the lead. We haven't been able to talk about him doing that much this season. We're 3 wide behind them. Man, Xavier Livingston really forced the deal, and that really forced the pole sitter Seth Cole to go way up the track under Joshua Osborne and Xavier Livingston, or above him, I should say. They're 3 wide for the lead. Look at Justin Williams. That Budweiser Chevrolet, he's not going to waste any time. He really hurt him and his teammates' chances right there. Ooh, they're really close. And Danny Wells comes out as the race leader. We haven't been able to say that much this season, like I was trying to say a lap ago. Danny's had a up and down season, mostly downs, and he led that lap. Since it's not a point there, it doesn't really matter. But most of this field, I think 21 of the 22 cars are up in the front pack, battling for the lead, with the exception of Michael Kazi, who's off the pace from the damage. And Justin Williams, the open winner, trying to advance to the lead with help from Xavier Livingston and Joshua Mudd, and he will lead that time in the 29. We're past halfway. I mean, the action is not going to slow down. Now the 51, sponsored by Mellow Yellow this week. Xavier Livingston is going to the race lead, battling Justin Williams. Joshua Mudd, Dylan Poteet, Steven Gonzalez, a couple of guys that were up earlier on, working their way back toward the front. Jack Richards also making his run to the front. One of the cars that spun during the caution, Dylan Young, is up in the top 10. He's the 5th car on the inside. He's working his way back up there. So it looks like the 64 car is not off the pace. I don't see Jake Rogers up here. He's actually drifted behind this pack. Charles Jackson's worked his way up here. He has some damage. He's up here as well. The tail end of this pack. Seth Cole and Trent Dunham, James McLeod, trying to work their way toward the front. Luke Walker's dropped back and falling back to the inside line. Hindley's, who is a restart race leader, still stuck right on the high side. He was 10th at the line. Can't get up out of there. He just stuck where he's at. Joshua Mudd led that time by. Now Dylan Poteet has a mirror full of Steven Gonzalez. So it looks like maybe it's going to be a time situation to see this be at the front. It's almost like a restrictor plate race. You just have to be able to stay on the bottom. Some of these drivers have been forcing it 3 wide. If anybody hits the wall, that could be a big time issue. Like Joshua Mudd just did. Really held up the outside line. Yikes. Hindley makes it 3 wide under Danny Wells with Joshua Osborne to his inside. Charles Jackson's starting to work his way up there. He's starting to close into the top 10. I think he is in it by now. These guys are racing very hard like it's the last lap. We've still got about 15 to go. Jack Richards has the lead. He forced Steven Gonzalez way up the racetrack. Dylan Young, Seth Cole back up here. I know I probably said Seth like a million times, but he's always around when I'm talking. But Dylan Young, it's really nice to see him up here after spinning out, going for the lead. Well, now I got kicked out of the line by the 52. We'll go back in here. Here's Michael Causey. He is on the front stretch. He's not much of a problem at the moment. And these three are kind of tagging back behind the lead pack. Joshua Collard, Aaron Williams Jr., and Ryan Juke. I know they've had a little bit of issues and maybe a little bit of damage, but you never know. They could be saving their stuff for the end. There's no telling. Oh, and Joshua might hit the wall again, and Barney Ward is in the grass. This could be bad if he doesn't enter the corner correctly. And he didn't. And he held up the 9, the 51. A couple guys were up there battling for the lead. As Jack Richards is still leading. James McLeod and Danny Wells have to try to catch back up now. Jake Rogers finally worked his way up to the lead pack. He's up there now. Going solo on the Penske side. Oh, there's a lot of cars hit the wall, and Dylan Young got turned again. Right in front. Oh, they're going to be a bad wreck. Oh, and he's flipping. Dylan Young is tumbling. He got hit by Ryan Juke. Tumbling up into the catch fence, hit the wall, and his 64 is going to rest and stop right on the roof of that car. Wow. Ryan Juke, heavy damage to that number 14. That hefty car is very hefty now, with a lot of damage. I don't know if anybody else got a piece of it. Dylan Poche has a lot of damage. Steven Gonzalez, I don't know if it was him that got into him, but he actually bounced off Jake Rogers, ironically. The 64 did. Bounced off Jake again. So those two got into a wreck once again. That is insane. But the caution's off for the second time today, and Seth is the race leader somehow after all this. Jack Richards and them are way up here. I guess they're trying to catch her to the pace car. So the rest of the pack needs to hurry up, and these guys have an advantage. This time by, they're probably going to come to pit road, but wow, that was a lot of damage to Ryan Juke and Dylan Young, who went for a tumble here. We had a race last season here, but a couple cars have some really bad wrecks, so it looks like it's something in this series, racing here at Charlotte, leads to some serious wrecks. Hey, look, it's speed. Oh, what? Anyway, looks like they're going to be coming down pit road once again. And we're going to, it looks like Barney Ward in the 32 cars actually dropped out of the race. The 32, they just said he was overheating. Wow. That's crazy. So Barney Ward's going to finish dead last here in the All-Star Showcase. And the 32 car is done for the day. And that's his run with the 32. It's over. There's Trent making a 2-tire stop. So we might see some strategy here with 10 laps to go. It's going to be a shootout here. Let's see what Seth and Jack Richards do. Joshua Mudd's coming to pit road. Michael Causey's coming to his pit stall. I see Charles Jackson's already off. There comes Osborne, Justin Williams, Jack Richards, and Seth Cole wins off pit road. Followed by Richards, Williams, and the rest of the pack going by. I don't know if anybody really took 4 tires there. I think a lot of people took 2. Some in the back, I think, took some 4 tires and stuff. But a wicked wreck we just saw that involved Dylan Young going for a flip that collected Ryan Juke in the process. We'll have to see what will happen to bring out the second caution today as the All-Star Showcase winds down as we're under 10 laps to go. Like I said, Dylan Young was just working his way to the front, and he was having a good run going, and gets collected again. Now, he's up a little bit higher than Steven Gonzalez is. I think Trent actually hits the wall in the 24, and he might do the same. Yes, they both do. Steven doesn't, and he keeps his foot in the gas. Saw Pote hit the wall as well, and Gonzalez hooks the quarter panel of the 64, and he bounces off the 12 of Jake Rogers, and Dylan Young can come sliding back right up in front. He's actually going to hit Steven back in the door. Steven's going to get the wall just a little bit. Dylan Pote did a great job slowing down. There's Barney Ward. Did he actually touch him? He got hit. Oh! There might have been why Barney Ward dropped out. I thought I saw smoke. And then Ryan Juke hits him right in the driver's side. And look at that Aspen Dental's Toyota Camry of Dylan Young go flipping about 3 to 5 times, I believe. And that was just a hard impact. I know Ryan Juke had to be almost full speed when he hit him. Dylan Young's going to go up and hit the safer barrier. Almost flipped back over, and that car's going to come to rest on its roof. And that is it for him and Ryan. I want to go back, though, and look at Barney Ward's hit. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if he actually hit him. Let's see. Oh, I saw smoke erupt right there for a split second. You see it right... Oh, right there. It must have been enough to... I don't know how in the world you hit in the door and it overheats your car, but that's the logic. Anyway, that's why Barney Ward is out for that little tap. And then, looking back for Ryan Juke, he might actually slow down some. He's going to hit him 100, about 20 miles an hour. And then you see it right there. We're actually going to go on board with Dylan Young and see what he saw before we go back to live action. On board with Dylan Young with his mother's name adorning the hood, Donna Young. So this is what he saw in. This is just a tough break and wrong place, wrong time once again for the 64 car today in this race. There's a clip right there from Barney Ward. Man, Ryan Juke hit him so hard. That car goes tumbling. And that's it for Dylan Young. The camera goes out. And that was it. Tough break for the 64, the 32, and the 14 today. But we'll go back now to the live action and finish up this race here in the All-Star Showcase. As Seth Cole in the 52-year pole sitter is your race leader here in Charlotte. And we are back as we have about half a lap before we go back to the restart. Drivers that did fall out of the race, all were involved in that wreck. Basically, Barney Ward, Dylan Young, and Ryan Juke are all out of the race, from 20th through 22nd. So there's 19 cars left on the racetrack, including the wounded car, Michael Kazi, who is down in the back. Steve Gonzalez is going to be 9th after being a piece of that as well. Jake Rogers is in 11th. But here's your top 10. As we have less than 10 to go, we have 8, will be 7 at the line. Seth Cole is your race leader, Jack Richards 2nd, Justin Williams up to 3rd, Charles Jackson is 4th, Joshua Osborne 5th, Luke Walker 6th, Trent Dunham 7th, Sean Henley 8th, Steve Gonzalez 9th, and James McLeod early in the top 10. You got Jake Rogers 11th, Dylan Poche 12th, Ethan Hamill 13th, 14th is Danny Wells, 15th Joshua Mudd, 16th is Joshua Collard, Aaron Williams Jr., Xavier Livingston, Michael Kazi, the rest of your field, 17th through 19th. As we're going by green flag, 7 laps to go. Can Seth Cole hang on and go from wire to wire from the, well, not wire to wire, I don't know why I said that. Can he go from winning the pole and also win the race? He has a mirror full of the 20 car of Jack Richards. Richards has really been fast the second half of this race, and Justin Williams has been even faster. Look at him. Somebody's trying to play Ryan Newman and win the Open and try to go in here and dominate, or not dominate, man, I'm flipping now. Trying to go in here and win the All-Star race after getting in through the Open. I was going to say Casey Kane, but he didn't win the fan vote. He just won the Open. He got help from Charles Jackson going by Jack Richards' alter ego. I guess that's going to be fun. Now Charles Jackson makes a move to the inside, and that Ford EcoBoost Ford trying to get Justin Williams. But Seth Cole again is pulling away with 5.5 laps to go. Got 29 cars up here now. Ooh, Joshua Osborne way up the racetrack in the 81. Oh, Sean Henley back there got a piece of the wall. That might have been it for him, because he got to go now, and some of these drivers have to, and they're really trying to make a run at it. Like James McLeod, he went around Dunham, he's going after Osborne, and the top 5 are trying to pull away. Justin Williams on the back bumper of Seth Cole right here, and he's going to the inside. He makes the dart to the inside. Seth's going to drive it really hard on the high side. Charles Jackson might make it 3 wide. Ooh, Seth avoided the wall. Here comes Luke Walker with Jack Richards right there. And Justin Williams is going to get around Seth Cole with 4 laps to go. Charles Jackson, Luke Walker. Look at Jackson. He got a heck of a run. He's under the 29. Oh, he got pushed up the track by the 2. Luke Walker didn't want him to go. Jackson still has 2nd place, though. Luke Walker couldn't get him out of the way. And Seth's starting to fall back on the high side. And it's the worst time of the race to do that. And he's in the wall. And James McLeod and Trent Dunham and Danny Wells are working their way back up here. 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go, I should say, for Justin Williams, the rookie who won the Open and is trying to win this thing. Charles Jackson is all over him. Luke Walker is in 3rd. That car's had a lot of momentum lately, it seems like. Does Jackson have a run for him? Oh, I think they're wrecking in the back. I saw a spin. Oh, there's a huge crash. This might be the end of the race. Where did the leaders go? What? Luke Walker? Where did the leaders go? And the yellow's out, and Luke Walker's going to win this. What just happened to Richards and Williams? Did they pit? What? I took the camera off them for 1 second, and these guys are coming down to make pit stops. Are you kidding me? And Luke Walker's going to win. What? Joshua Osborne was in it. Xavier Livingston. I don't know. Michael Kazi wrecked again. Jake Rogers. Well, these guys have to make it around. And can you believe it? James McLeod got the 2nd. These guys they're not going to pit. There's no way they would. And Luke Walker, I don't know why these guys had to pit, and I think he's going to win. How bizarre did that just end up? Wow. Okay. I thought something happened. I saw there was a huge wreck. It was all over the backstretch. And Luke Walker gonna get the white flag. McLeod second, Seth Cole is third, Danny Wells fourth, Sean Henley is fifth, Ethan Hamill sixth, Joshua Collard seventh, Dylan Poche eighth, Aaron Williams Jr. ninth, and 10th place is, I think Steven Gonzalez went a lap down. I think he had a pit. He's not on the lead lap. In 10th place is Joshua Mudd, who has damage. Man, we have to go back and check a replay of this out before this race ends. I don't even know what just happened. Let's go back and see what all just transpired in front of us. All right, I want to point a couple of things out. Leaders, Justin Williams. They are taking, well, they're on lap 38. There's 3 to go. Steven Gonzalez pitted this lap. Okay. Now, these guys are racing. Something in the back happens. I don't know where. Oh, right here, Jake Rogers. Keep an eye on him. Him and Joshua Osborne are racing hard. Joshua Collard's under him. Just, what happens here? Let's see. Ooh. Oh, Osborne and Collard make contact right here. Send them up into Jake Rogers. The Brendan Gaughan effect almost. Rogers goes for a slide. He bounces back into Osborne. Ooh, this is not going to be good. Oh, hard impact from Rogers. And Collard, or not Collard, Osborne hit him again. Mudd, oops. Went the wrong way on the camera. Okay, all these cameras stuck right now. Dylan Poche snuck by again. Joshua Mudd, nowhere to go. Xavier Livingston, nowhere to go. Here comes Williams. Osborne with a lot of damage on the apron. Williams sneaks by. Oh, no he doesn't. He actually hit the 81. Or 81 actually hit him in the door. That goes, Osborne goes spinning once again. And Michael Crosby, so far back. Oh, he was committed to the bottom. He's gonna, wow, he's gonna, oh. Wow, they sent them both flying through the air. I was expecting them to flip. They actually didn't, surprisingly. Now the big question is, we go back a little bit. Let's go back up to the leaders. And look at this. Is the caution out at the moment? The caution is out. But the leaders are committed to coming to pit road. Look, Justin Williams, Charles Jackson, Jack Richards, Trent Dunham, and nobody else pitted. These four pitted right here. And there goes Luke Walker just driving right on by. McLeod was really coming too. Oh, McLeod, don't tell me how close he was going to be. He was, oh my goodness. And then there's the yellow. McLeod was going to get around Luke Walker. Look at the run he had. I mean, that's all going to be told. I don't know if it's going to be over for sure or not if Luke Walker's won this, but we have to wait and see. But, wow, how things just changed right there. We'll go back to live action and see what exactly is going to happen. Well, like I said, the pace car is still out, coming to 3 and 4 for the final lap. I don't believe any of these drivers are going to pit. Luke Walker, right place, right time, I guess you say. The Golden Horseshoe was with him today in his pocket. And the One Main Financial Chevrolet is going to victory lane once again, but this time for the Mopar Nationwide Series All-Star Showcase. And the All-Star Race winner is going to be the driver of the number 2, Luke Walker, is going to steal the victory today, and he wins the Mopar Nationwide Series Season 3 All-Star Showcase. Alrighty then. Well, that was an interesting results right there, just how the ending was, and just don't know where the crew chiefs or the spotters were in the situations right there, telling those drivers like the 29, the 20, and the 16, and the 24, why did you guys pit? The caution was out, they should have stayed out, and they were committed to coming to pit road, and that's what happens. Those drivers ended up finishing 11th through 14th. Steven Gonzalez pitted a lap earlier, he went a lap down, he's going to end up 15th, and then those other guys dropped out of the race. But Luke Walker has won the race today. Congrats to him and the whole team, the number 2 team, back to victory lane again. All-Star Race winner. That is huge. And just crazy outcome right there. James McLeod ends up second. This guy's had no luck this season. Best finish was 17th in a points race. I know it's not a points race, but to finish second was huge for that driver and that team. And if he just could have maybe they didn't cross the line, they had to race it back, he probably would be the winner instead of Luke Walker because he was there. And he had to slow for those leaders. So, I mean, that's a tough break for McLeod, but he gets a second place finish. Seth Cole went up third. The poster was looking to be the dominant car today. Still had a solid run. Danny Wells, John Henley, the rest of your top 5. Then the rest of your top 10 is Ethan Hamill, Joshua Collard, Dylan Poche in his one race. Had a solid 8th. Aaron Williams Jr. 9th, and Joshua Mudd your top 10. Then those 4 drivers, Justin Williams, Charles Jackson, Trent Dunham, and Jack Richards, all pitted, along with Steven Gonzalez, who unfortunately went a lap down in 15th. And the rest of the drivers fell out of the race. from Rex. That included Joshua Osborne, Michael Causey, Jake Rogers, Xavier Livingston, Ryan Juke, Dylan Young, and Barney Ward in his final start. But that is it. This race is over. And Luke Walker is your victor. So thanks again, guys, for watching the Mopar Nationwide Series All-Star Showcase. I know it took forever to get out and everything, but when it's uploaded, hopefully you guys enjoy this. But thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for you guys in this series to the Charlotte race, which will be the next not chase race, but normal regular season race. But the next couple of videos will be for the Mountain Dew Series All-Star race at the Open and the All-Star race. So yeah, so stay tuned for that, guys, and thanks for watching, guys. Congrats one last time to Luke Walker and the Ho #2 RCR team for winning today's All-Star Showcase, and I'll see you guys next time here in Charlotte.